Uh, we are told that in some cases it may be more straightforward to solve a quadratic equation without factorizing. And this one is just going to be seen in example 2. There are some questions that you may encounter and they look very straightforward. For example, in example 2 and part A, you may be having 2x minus 3 and the whole of that bracket squared is equals to 25. And you realize that what you need to do here is simply to find the square root of both sides. And because we have a ready square root or terminating square root of the right hand side, it will not be a problem. So if you get the square root of that is equals to the square root of the right hand side, meaning that 2x minus 3, which is the square root of the left hand side, is equals to plus or minus 5. And of course you understand something to do with the 2x is equals to, when you cross this one over the equal sign, becomes 3 plus or minus 5. So to some extent 2x is going to be 3 plus 5, which is 8, and x becomes 4. Or 2x becomes 3 minus 5, which is minus 2. And in this case, x becomes negative 1. And that is just like what you expect to see in example A. If we stretch this knowledge to example 2, part B, we are going to have x minus 3 squared supposed to be equals to 7. And again, the same approach. But you realize that as much as we would want to give it a different approach, we are talking about the right hand side being squared is equals to, or rather, the left hand side squared is equals to 7. And the easiest and the most sure way is to find again the square root of both sides, whereby the square root of the left hand side is quite particular because it's just x minus 3, but the square root of the right hand side is easily plus or minus the root of 7. Remember, root 7 is a surd, and if we went to evaluate the specific value of root 7 in decimal form, we are not going to have an accurate answer. So we said we are going to leave it like that because root 7 is the most accurate. But what is x? X is equals to, when now negative 3 crosses over, it becomes 3 plus or minus root 7, or x is equals to 3, this time now minus root 7. You may not want to go beyond that point because as far as we are concerned, these are the most accurate two solutions of x. In year 11, we were trying to solve this. We could not believe that root 7 is an answer. We were going to finding it in the calculator, and the answer is supposed to be 2 point whatever, a long number. It might not terminate. It was not accurate. This way, it is accurate and very much home. So let us learn how to use and to give accurate answers, even if it means we start using the science. Okay?